to the Netherlands and welcome to exercise Ramstein Flag 2025. 15 nations with almost 100 aircraft operating from 12 different air bases are currently performing NATO's largest Air Force exercise on European soil, and the Fighter Show is opening the gates for you. So join me now. This is the Fighter Show with Flyover. There are 15 nations involved into exercise Ramstein Flag 25, and one of the biggest detachment comes from the German Air Force. Hi Forrest, how are you doing?
Welcome to Ramstein Flag here for the Luftwaffe.
Yeah, great being here. Forrest, you are the detachment leader of the German Air Force. With which assets are you here on base?
Yeah, as you can see down there, we brought in 8 Eurofighters from the Tactical Air Wing 71. We got some crews from the Tactical Air Wing 31 as well, and reachback support for tactical data link and GCI, ground control, and 150 plus personnel.
Now, you are also a pilot. Are you flying here at the exercise?
For sure. I'll be flying next week.
Yeah, so looking forward to that.
Definitely, yeah.
What is a detachment commander doing when he's not airborne?
Yeah, I'm basically responsible for the whole detachment here from the Luftwaffe, and I take care of the coordination between the flying crews and the technicians. I'm in the cultural exchange with all the different nations participating in Ramstein Flag, and last but not least, I'm here to make these guys here having a smile during the day.
Okay, that means trying to make everybody happy.
Yeah, exactly.
That seems to be a tough task.
It is sometimes.
Forrest, we need to talk about Richthofen 71 because you were operating the last years from not your home base, which is in Richmond, but from Lager, doing the QRA from there because your base was refurbished. Now you are only days away from returning back to Richmond. Looking forward to that?
Yeah, finally. It is so important for our air wing to get back home finally. So we are pretty much counting down the days, looking forward to fly in July and then start to operate again by August.
That means Richthofen back again.
Richthofen back again, definitely.
Sounds excellent. Now, sun's going down here in the Netherlands. What's on the schedule now?
Yeah, we are right now preparing the night vol time for tonight's foreship here. So the crews are in the preparation in the foreship briefing right now. I'm gonna step these guys, then they get their equipment and step out to the jets and blast off.
So you got still some work to do.
Oh yes.
Thank you anyway for talking to us. And Forrest, here is your official Fighter Show patch.
Hey,
that's
thanks.
yours,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
And this is the Fighter Show with Flo. So here we are now inside Leeuwarden Air Base at the heart of Ramstein Flag 25. And I'm now talking to one of the NATO planners, Lieutenant Colonel Friis. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Lieutenant Colonel, why is NATO doing an exercise like Ramstein Flag?
Well, NATO is all about avoiding war or conflict. And if we get into conflict, our general wants us to be ready for the first days of a conflict. So we are partly training to defend ourselves. Secondly, we are training to hit back for what is striking us. Sure. And thirdly, specifically to assist the army on the ground, defending NATO territory.
And how do you specifically at Ramstein Flag picture that?
We have a huge area in the North Sea where we are flying because we need a lot of room. But then also on the ground, we have systems and targets that would look like an enemy targets. So we are bringing in both aircraft and Navy assets, Army assets, special operations, etc., to actually kind of work like we would work for real.
Do you also, as a planner, do you also plan for surprises for the pilots when they're doing that exercise?
Yes, we do, because for real the situation changes all the time. So we will inject changes while they're planning and also while they're in the air.
Good. You need to go back to the planning room, Lieutenant Colonel. Yeah. But beforehand, you're getting the official Fighter Show patch. That's yours. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Guys, and this is the Fighter Show with Flyover. The ones who are trying to make most out of every minute here at Ramstein Flag 25 are, of course, the pilots. And one of the Typhoon pilots is now standing next to me. Hi, Max. How are you doing?
Excellent. How are you doing?
Max, you are 71 Richthofen German Air Force, correct?
Absolutely.
Now, what is the most challenging thing for a fighter pilot here at an exercise like Ramstein Flag?
Well, usually we're training with certain standards and we are trying to make everything by those standards and have our same workflows. That gives us the capacity to focus on the mission and get everything done correct. Now here we are on a different country, on a different airspace and a different air base. So everything is per se non-standard, which leads us to make greater attention to details since we don't want to have any mistakes. But on the other hand, it's great training for the real world.
Oh, got it. And your whole training space is over the sea. Now, at which altitudes are you flying there? And is there any difference compared to training over normal territory, over the country?
Well, flying overseas has many benefits. The biggest is that we have different training regulations in its unpopulated area. And we can fly faster, we can fly lower, and we can fly higher overseas. So the Eurofighter can fly up to 50,000 feet, which is 15 kilometers. For comparison, a commercial pilot flies 30 to 39,000 feet. So we can practically look down.
Hey, where are you guys, right? And what additional advantage does it give you too?
We can fly faster over up there, and we have an increased weapon range, so we have more tactical advantages.
One other speciality about Ramstein Flag 25 is that we are here in Leeuwarden in the Netherlands, but not all the nations are based here. So, for example, the Royal Air Force Typhoons, they are taking off at their home base in Lossiemouth. Does that make any difference for you as a pilot when you meet your training buddies only somewhere in the training area and don't see them beforehand or after landing?
Well, that's absolutely correct. Usually a mission starts with a roll call where everyone joins in face-to-face.
Yeah.
Now they are joining in via a video stream.
So you do it online?
Yes, exactly. Online. And that works exceptionally well. So the coordination has never been a problem before. And then we meet in the airspace. The product is usually extremely well.
No, got it. Max, let's talk a bit about the pilot community as such. Is it always the same bunch of people you're meeting at exercises like that, or are there different people, different faces, newbies? What's your impression?
Well, there are always many new faces. However, since the pilot training is usually over in the US, there are many faces that I have seen before and even friends that I've studied with together and an instructor pilot from the US. We are now flying together here.
Nice surprise then, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Sounds good. Max, thank you very much. Good luck with the rest of Ramstein Flag 25 here at Leeuwarden. And of course, as everybody who is part of the Fighter Show is getting the official patch. That's yours, Max. Thank you very much. And guys, this is the Fighter Show with Flo. So guys, the night flying wave is over, and with this ends our Fighter Show day here at Ramstein Flag 25. One thing became clear: NATO's ready, Typhoons are ready. So take care, see you soon, and may the Air Force be with you.